सफीर पाकिस्तान, आपके जज्बों का तर्जुमान। वतन से दूर, वतन की आवाज और आपकी पहचान। सफीर पाकिस्तान, हर जगह हर पल आपका अपना सफीर पाकिस्तान नजर आता है। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। नाज़रीन, आपका मेज़बान वक़ार अली ख़ान प्रोग्राम सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान के साथ हाज़िर खिदमत है। कहिए कैसे मिजाज हैं? मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप प्रोग्राम सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान पाबंदी से देख रहे होंगे। नाज़रीन, आज भी प्रोग्राम भरपूर है, बहुत सी चीज़ें हैं। आपने देखा होगा हमारे नुमाइंदे हर जगह मौजूद हैं, वो हमें लगातार रिपोर्ट भेज रहे हैं और आप भी सफीर पाकिस्तान का नुमाइंदा बन सकते हैं। अगर आप में दिलचस्पी है, हमसे रब्ता कायम कीजिए, हम आपसे रब्ता कायम करेंगे और आपको इस काबिल बनाएंगे कि आप भी सफीर पाकिस्तान के रिपोर्टर बने और अपने शहर से, अपने गाँव से, अपने सिटी से खबरें भेजें। नाज़रीन, इससे पहले कि आज के प्रोग्राम की तफसील और कोई मुलाकात कराऊँ आपसे, आइए देखते हैं कुछ प्रोग्राम की हाईलाइट्स। नाज़रीन, आज के प्रोग्राम में एक मुलाकात जनाब असलम खान साहब से, जो फाल्कन होल्डिंग के सीईओ एंड चेयरमैन हैं और वन ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट फ्रेंचाइजर हैं चर्चिस चिकन के, जिसको टेक्सास चिकन भी कहा जाता है बैरून ममालिक में। ऑलमोस्ट 168 के करीब इनके अपने खुद स्टोर्स हैं नेशन वाइड। इसके अलावा और दूसरे भी उनके बिजनेस हैं और इनसे मेरी मुलाकात अब से 15 साल पहले हुई थी और ये रिसिपेंट भी रहे हैं, सफीर पाकिस्तान का अवार्ड भी हासिल कर चुके हैं। तो इससे अंदाज़ा होगा कि सफीर पाकिस्तान कितना विजनरी है कि लोगों पे बहुत पहले से नज़र रखता है। तो ये मुलाकात आज के प्रोग्राम में शामिल है। मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप इस प्रोग्राम को बहुत पसंद करेंगे, इस मुलाकात को पसंद करेंगे। तो आपसे मुलाकात कराते हैं थोड़ी देर में जनाब असलम खान साहब से, जो डैलस में मुकीम है। इनका डैलस में अपना कारोबार है, हेडक्वार्टर है। इसके अलावा अमेरिका भर में इनके बिजनेसेस फैले हुए हैं। नाज़रीन, का ताल्लुक सरहद से है, अब्टाबाद से है, हमारे नॉर्दर्न एरिया से। नाज़रीन, इसके अलावा ऑफ कोर्स सफीर पाकिस्तान की डॉक्यूमेंट्री की लॉन्च लास वेगास के बाद डैलस में हुई, जो नहायत खूबसूरत रही और हमारे दोस्त, हमारे सपोर्टर जनाब डॉक्टर आरिफ जमाल ने अपने घर के दरवाजे खोले और वहाँ पे तकरीब हुई, जिसमें ऑफ कोर्स डॉक्यूमेंट्री दिखाई गई, जिसको लोगों ने बेइंतहा पसंद किया। ऑफ कोर्स डैलस की चीदा कम्युनिटी लीडरशिप शामिल हुई और नहायत खूबसूरत और नहायत ही कामयाब तरीन प्रोग्राम रहा, जिसमें मैं डेफिनेटली क्रेडिट देता हूँ जनाब बरकत बसीरिया को, असलम खान को और हमारी टीम को, जिसमें नाहिद, आपको अंजुम, जनाब यूनाइटेड सेंट्रल बैंक के यूनुस भाई जिन्होंने बेइंतहा काम किया और बहुत सपोर्ट किया, शान भगत और मिस्टर रूपानी, जावेद सिद्दीकी, मिस्टर नईम साकिया, ये पूरी टीम थी। इसके अंदर पूरी टीम ने मिलकर इस प्रोग्राम को पुट टुगेदर किया, जो निहायत ही कामयाब रहा। ऑफ कोर्स अंजुम अनवर ने बेहतरीन काम किया, शी वाज द मेन कोऑर्डिनेटर, पुट टुगेदर एवरीथिंग ऑन द राइट डायरेक्शन। तो नाज़रीन, आइए लिए चलते हैं आपको इस प्रोग्राम में। पहले मुलाकात करेंगे जनाब असलम खान साहब से, उसके बाद फिर देखेंगे खूबसूरत प्रोग्राम सफीर पाकिस्तान की डॉक्यूमेंट्री की लॉन्च इन डैलस। ब्रदर फरमाइए, ये रिपोर्ट।
We all like something special. He likes it personal. He likes a private space. He prefers it laid back. She likes a bedtime story. He likes to dream of his own. How would you like to fly with the best? Etihad Airways, the world's leading
नाज़रीन अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आपका मेज़बान वकील ख़ान इस वक्त डैलस में मौजूद है और आज मेरी मुलाकात हो रही है जनाब असलम खान साहब से। शायद आपको याद होगा कि सैन फ्रांसिस्को में हमारी एक सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान की अवार्ड नाइट थी, तो हमने इनको एंटरप्रेन्योर ऑफ द ईयर का अवार्ड दिया था फूड बिज़नेस के अंदर, और उसको अब अरसा बीत चुका है और आज फिर हमारी मुलाकात है। और माशाल्लाह उस दौर में जो इनका एक बिज़नेस का तवाज़ुन था और अब जो बिज़नेस का तवाज़ुन है वो काफ़ी आगे बढ़ चुका है। असलम खान जो है, इनको मैं ये कहूँगा कि इज़ फ्राम रॉक टू रिच, दैट्स अ परफेक्ट वर्ड फॉर हिम। इनका ताल्लुक नॉर्दर्न एरिया से है, सरहद से, और ये एक बहुत ही गरीब घराने से ताल्लुक़ रखते हैं और इन्होंने तालीम जो है ख़ुद हासिल की है। इनकी फैमिली की कोशिश थी कि 8 ग्रेड के बाद ये तालीम छोड़ दें, लेकिन इन्होंने अपनी तालीम को कंटिन्यू किया। बेकरी में नौकरी की, भट्टे पे नौकरी की और ग्रेजुएशन किया कायद-ए-आज़म, कौन सा कॉलेज था? कायद-ए-आज़म यूनिवर्सिटी से इन्होंने BA किया। उसके बाद खुशनसीबी है कि इनको अमेरिकन एम्बेसी में जॉब मिल गई, वहाँ से इनका एक करियर का आगाज़ हुआ। और आइए इनसे पूछते हैं कि ये सब कुछ कैसे हुआ और अमेरिका तक ये कैसे पहुँचे, और भट्टे पे काम करने के बाद, बेकरी में काम करने के बाद इन्होंने ये कैसे सोचा कि वो एक दिन बहुत बड़े एंटरप्रेन्योर बनेंगे और $138 मिलियन की इनकी कंपनी होगी जो उसकी सरबराह हैं, CEO हैं। आइए बातचीत करते हैं जनाब असलम खान साहब से। असलम खान साहब, अस्सलाम वालेकुम जी। कैसे मिजाज हैं आपके?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
कैसे हैं आप?
ठीक ठाक।
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया कि आपने सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान को मौका दिया। सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान वो प्रोग्राम है जो जियो पे साल से चल रहा है और वेल ब्रांडेड प्रोग्राम है। इसमें हम ऐसी शख्सियत को लगाते हैं जो हमारे ऑडियंस को इंस्पायर करें, किसी तरीके से उनको मुतासिर करें। और मेरी आपकी मुलाकात साल पहले हुई थी लॉस एंजल्स में, और आप चर्चिस चिकन में काम करते थे और आपने वहाँ से एज ए डिश वॉशर के हिस्से से काम शुरू किया और वो सीढ़ियाँ चढ़ते हुए आप कैशियर बने। कैशियर से आप असिस्टेंट मैनेजर, मैनेजर से जनरल मैनेजर, से वाइस प्रेसिडेंट, और ये सिलसिला जाएगा। तो हमारे ऑडियंस को कुछ बताइए अपने कैरियर के आगाज के बारे में। आइए आपके लिए चलते हैं सरहद एबटाबाद, वहाँ से कहानी शुरू होगी और फिर डैलस में फोर्ट वर्थ में आके ख़त्म होगी।
Well, thank you for kind word. I think we know each other for 20 years or some, and thank you for coming here. I was born in a little town in Pakistan. उसका नाम है फतेहाबाद। आजकल एबटाबाद से नज़दीक हवेली है, उसके पीछे एक छोटा सा गांव है। अभी तक गांव में रोड नहीं है, बिजली भी नहीं थी उस वक्त, रोड भी नहीं था, पानी भी नहीं था। एक हमारे गांव में स्कूल भी नहीं था, सो हम एक दूसरे गांव में स्कूल के लिए जाते थे। बच्चे कुछ पहुंच जाते थे, कुछ नहीं जा सकते थे। सो then from there I finished the primary and I went to another school which was only 8th grade school, and from there I finished and I wanted to go to high school, but we did not have the resources to afford the high school, so I didn't think that my father could easily afford small money, which is today's term probably 50 cents a year school fee, but they didn't have the cash. Most of them in my village, they did have the food to eat because they produced some, but they did not have the cash. And so I left home and went to nearest city, Rawalpindi, and started working in a bakery for a little bit. And from there I met a gentleman who owned some canteens in Multan. So he asked me if I wanted to go to a canteen and work for him, since he was not very educated and he needed somebody to write the military Hisab Kitab, and and soldiers used to get paid har mahine mein ek dafa, and they used to buy stuff, cigarettes and teas and stuff like that at the canteen, ek mahine ke udhar pe. which is not available today in America, 1 month credit line, but that's what then over there. So I hesitantly decided to go with him because I didn't have anything better. And when I was in a village, I was always dreaming that there must be a better world than what I'm in, where there was no road, no electricity. I mentioned earlier, if you need to take shower, you have to go half a mile or more to water spot. So I went to Multan and started working with them, and then during the day I started going to school. So I finished the school there, and I used to get about 40 rupees a month. Out of that, 20 rupees I used to send to my father back home for him and his family to help him, and 20 rupees I used to use for my own things and school and what.
$20 rupees में आप कपड़ा खाना पीना फीस सब कुछ.
Everything, yeah. So that was them. Well, roti, the khana was free. So
Okay, that's good.
yeah.
That was
So,
good.
and living was free, you know. We used to live in the back in a room with a bunch of other kids that was working. Child labor was those days, and I don't know now, but it was abundant. Every child, an age of working age means 13, 14, used to work. And no different than me. I was a tea boy plus munshi, what you call it, whatever, and started doing that. And then from there I went to Rawalpindi, and from there, got further education and got into got a job in American Embassy.
How did you got a job in American Embassy? कैसे आपको job मिला?
Well, they were looking for somebody, and I applied for a job.
ये किस साल की बात है?
1977.
Okay.
Long back. So I got the job, and that changed my world from there on. Not only that, the little education that I had, plus I learned the American way of doing things. And
What are you doing in American Embassy?
well, I was a manager in American Embassy Club.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was responsible for food and beverage.
Oh, so your bakery attendant experience?
Yeah.
What?
That little, yeah, that little tea boys experience work there. So because I was running a canteen at the end of the day when I finished my career with that previous gentleman. And then that come very handy, and I left. I actually worked there 7.5 years in different capacity, and from there I came to United States. I didn't have a reference that I work here. References are very important in this country. So what I did is after the interview, it didn't go well because I didn't have a reference to prove. For an interview first time, a gentleman sitting over there interviewed me, and he said, look, I don't have a job for you. And I was all dressed up, thought I will get a manager job. And he said, okay, thank you. And I went to a door, and as soon I got to a door, I looked back and I said, sir, today is my first day in America. If you kindly help me, where did I fail? So it will help me my next interview. He said, I don't have time, and he used some word that I can say it on the screen. He said, I don't have time. You go ahead and leave. And while he was saying this, he called his assistant and he said, Speedy, come show a gentleman a road. And the big fat little guy came in and put his arm under my armpit and took me out. So I said, I said, welcome to America. So I went out and went back to apartment where I was to my host, friend of mine who used to work for churches. And once I went there, changed in jean and t-shirt, and went to a restaurant. Because once he took me out, I said, I want to work for this company and show them a civility.
Okay.
So Well, regardless, today I'm preaching civility in our system. But at that time I didn't have any power. So I went back to a restaurant. There was a Pakistani manager there, interviewed me, put me as a dishwasher team member. Team member does everything, cutting chicken, cleaning things, and floors and what have you. So after that, about a week later, he said, "Hey, come here, I want to talk to you." So he asked me if I was not this dishwasher material, seemed to be a much smarter guy, wonder what I'm doing over here. Well, I needed a job, I couldn't be without a job here. And he put me in MIT. After MIT, that was history. Just like I got a job in American Embassy first time. I started making 10,000 rupees a month when Corps Commander used to make about 4,000. And so I was very lucky then, and then I got lucky again that once I become a manager, it never stopped for me. I turned around the very first restaurant that they put me on. Then they put me in marketing. I did a wonder there, got into some. And came.
When you put the MIT, what is MIT?
Management and training.
Okay. You put your management training. Okay.
Yeah, management and training.
After that, what position you got?
I was expected to be assistant manager. But very first day they fired the manager of the store I went to. So I become a general manager.
Okay.
It's like a minister with no portfolio, I didn't know much. But I learned necessity is the mother of invention.
But you know how to run the store as a general manager?
Well,
clothing the store, that's a difficult task.
I did not know how to. In restaurant business, two things are very difficult. Opening in the morning and closing at night, running all the reports, make sure. But luckily I have a couple of people and that staff that knew how to do it. So in between I manipulated my way till I learned all of that stuff. Or I can call my colleague nearby another restaurant or something. So I went from there to marketing manager, marketing director, area manager, district manager, vice president of operation, chief operating officer, and president, and bought my own company.
Okay. First time, how many churches chicken you bought?
My first venture was 100.
You bought 100?
100, very first time, yeah.
So how you got this money?
I went to, these restaurants were not doing good.
So you saved the money?
No. I didn't have, when a manager, and around those days they used to pay $35,000 to 40 to 50. You don't save much of a money. And then you go up and you
So when you bought 100 stores,
yeah.
So how do you got the money?
Well, these restaurants were not doing good.
Okay.
They're 100 units, and I was working with some banker who said, "We need your help," because I was proven. Excuse me. I was a proven operator, one of the best operators in the system at that time, and they were looking for us. They were looking for somebody like me to turn around that particular venture, because the banker who has a loan on that venture was merging in another bank.
Mm-hmm.
He said, if this goes down, a merger may be in jeopardy. So he called me, and also churches asked me to do so between two of them. Now, when I went there and looked at the numbers and all, it was very undercapitalized business. Not that it was not doing well, because part of the people problem and other problem was undercapitalization. And I went to New York and talked to a banker through a friend of mine, and I went and a banker looked at the number and he threw that little book somewhere in a corner and he said, "Hey, you want me to give you money for bankrupt company?" So I said,
what expression after that? Your expression?
Well, I'm a very good listener, and sometimes people do the gestures and trying to test you out. You don't have to stress for their test. That's what it's all about, being somebody willing to do and take the pain. So I didn't take it personal, because The gentleman was right. He's an investment banker. He couldn't jeopardize $8 million of his investors' money on me. So I said, hey, I have an idea. He said, what's your idea? I said, I will take the life insurance. All of us taking $8 million from him. I said, I'll take the life insurance worth $8 million. Something happens to me, you got your money. And I pledge it to you. So you got very creative. Well, necessity, like I said earlier. And also, whenever you get challenged, that time the best idea comes because you're not thinking through a lot of stuff in a good time. Good time, you're very complacent and everything going fine. But when you come across some challenges at that time, any man with a little knowledge and perseverance could become very creative. So I did and took $8 million. 5 years later, I pay him $27 million for that.
Really?
Yes. Very happy man, still living in New York, still have that investment firm going big. They do $1 billion business or something now. Still my fame. And through them, I know a lot of rich people and other people because wherever they raise fund, an investment fund, they present my case study. So those billionaires want to know who the hell is this guy. So I get to know a lot of people through that.
Okay. So after the 100 Church Chicken is bought, you were in LA or in Chicago?
No, Atlanta. Their office was in Atlanta.
After that, what happened?
Well, then first thing I did is I moved the office to Chicago because I want to be centrally located, easy access to my market. At that time, we were in Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, St. Louis, Missouri, and all these little places. So I want to be very close to the restaurant. Moved the office there, and then I started working, got busy. It took me about 18 months to turn that $5 million negative profit to $7 million positive. I made $12 million turnaround, and I shouldn't say I, even my team. I have excellent people that are working for me, and we turned around that venture, and then after I paid off the banker, like I mentioned earlier,
yes,
I started growing the company with my own cash. I didn't need any money, I didn't need a banker. I do have a life insurance, but it is not pledged to any banker anymore. No.
So from Chicago, how many other stores you add?
I added another 100, but then I've been selling and buying, now.
Selling and buying.
Yeah, now I have 165 restaurants.
Now?
Yes.
What's the worth in
Well,
value?
value is based on your bottom line, and I won't sell any less than $130 million today.
Today?
Yeah.
You are a man of $130 million sitting in front.
Yeah, well, thanks God, Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
From rock to rich.
Yeah, from nothing to nothing. Nothing to
your
this.
father refused to pay you fees to go further education.
Yeah, well, my father, God bless his soul, I don't think he was able to afford, he didn't have a cash.
क्या बोला कि आप गवर्नर बनना चाहते हैं?
Yeah, कोई बड़ी चीज बनना चाहते हैं, governor बनना चाहते हैं. मैंने कहा perhaps better, and thanks God, I kept on with his prayers.
So ये Dallas का रुख आपने कैसे किया? What the reason moving to Dallas?
Dallas is now centrally located for me because I have businesses in now Georgia and Alabama and Texas and California. So that makes it convenient because I could go in the morning, there's 2-3 hour flight anywhere, and I could come back. Other day I went to Michigan. I left in the morning 6, came back 10 at night at home, visited all my restaurants, met all my managers, and came back home. So it's centrally located.
एक चर्च चिकन को establish करने में कितने सरमाए की जरूरत होती है? What is the amount?
It depends on the
area.
Not really as area, but it depends on the value of real estate. Some a little bit less, some more, but $850,000 is average
Average.
for.
And what is the taking home money?
Well, if you are really good operator, you can make it. Again, it depends on the volume, but you can bring a 20%, 15, 20% home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, what is your position at this moment in the company, and of course, in the corporate level with the churches corporation?
Well, I am CEO of my own company, and I own it 100%. I don't have any owner, or I don't have any partner, so to speak, or anybody with me. And in the churches, I'm in a lot of committees. I contribute. I've been now almost 25 years in the churches business.
Churches business. So you know churches in and out.
Yeah, I know churches in and out. Also, I help a lot of Pakistanis and Bangladeshi and Indians to get into this business, and most of them are millionaire now. So I created a lot of people, a lot of wealth within company with a lot of other people, and that is blessing. And I'm willing to help now. I started a program. If you have a little money, I will put my money with you and put you in a business and put you in charge of that business.
That's a very good opportunity for our audience.
Yes. Well, for your audience, so to speak, that if they are restaurant business, if they know they are operator, I can help them a great deal. If they put a little bit of money, and I can put more money with them, and they become a managing partner, so to speak.
Oh,
So,
great. It's a very great opportunity and very great opportunity.
and at some point in life, they can pay me off, and they own the business free and clear.
Mm-hmm.
That's their business. I have no intention to staying in with people and hold them down. If they get the money and their fair market value, whatever, 2 years, 3 years from now of the business, they pay my share off.
Okay.
And
Where do you stand in among other businesses in chicken business, like Kentucky, local chicken fly, and
Chick-fil-A is a whole different ballgame, but KFC and Popeyes are our competition. And as far as product is concerned, I don't think they are our competition at all.
Mm-hmm.
But the customer point of view and where we do business, KFC we share about 30% of customer. They got 70% of their customer there. Ours is 70% of ours. There's a 30 that we play a tug war with each other through marketing and others. So Popeyes is a direct competition right now, but after having a spicy chicken that they have, I think that with the new leadership and the helm at the corporate office, we will be add-on with these competition. I think that if you do everything right, churches and KFC will not be a competition in future.
Okay. Your company run
Popeyes.
Okay. Your company run under the Falcon Holding. That's your company.
Yeah, I have a couple of companies. I have Falcon Holdings, which owns half of the company, which banker were involved and all that stuff. The other one called Midwest Hospitality, which I did it with my own money and free and clear. And then I have Falcon Management that manage our own restaurant and manage other people's restaurant as well. So we have that, and then I have some small other companies.
Okay. I heard and I find out that you have several other portfolio you are carrying with you.
Yeah, I do.
Can you explain, please?
Well, I created a little venture with some of my senior managers. So they are my partner in those ventures. And like I said earlier, I wanted to help. And I'm managing a friend of mine's restaurant, Jack in the Box, and there's another gentleman up in, we do their financial management, Burger King, some units and so.
I see. Okay. You also be part of the several association. Please name few.
Well, I am in a churches association. I am International Franchise Association. I was board of director for 9 years. I just got off for a year so I can go back again. I'm Illinois Restaurant Association, and small stuff I contributed back to society and community wherever I can. Now IFA is International Franchise Association, and I'm on a president council, by the way, there, and I also actually getting an award on Minority Entrepreneurial Award. And
how many awards you got so far?
well, from churches, they thought that I'm pretty senior now, so they gave me a Lifetime Achievement Award from there and many other excellence awards, because as long as I've been working with churches, I did not have any competition. When I was their employees, I
got another very important award in San Francisco.
Yeah, Safira, Pakistan. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was, I remember. I was in San Francisco a couple of days ago, and I stayed in the same hotel.
Same hotel.
So yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Achha. You told me that you are starting some association.
Yes, I'm starting an association called South Asian Restaurant Association, called SARA. And what we wanted to do is put all these Asians restaurants. So we own thousands and thousands of restaurants collectively. And I think if we collectively purchase, our purchasing power would be wow, and everybody could save money. Instead of buying individually, I buy $30-40 million, you buy $30-40 million. Rather, if you could put them together and have $1 billion purchasing power, I think everybody will like to do business with us, and we can get discount. And
how far you reached on that, your project?
I just started it. Mm-hmm. So you're the first one I'm mentioning, other than a couple of my friends like the Aslam, who was always telling me to do it. It was his idea that pushed me continue. Mm-hmm. That Aslam bhai, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. So we are doing it, and we soon put the structure together and start working on it.
What are the challenges running a fast food like yours?
Well, fast food is not for everybody, and it's not as simple as it seems. It's very complicated because it's people part of it. It's not running a factory. You go and adjust the machinery, a month later you can readjust them. Here is a people business, and you have to adjust 3 times a day. So it is very important that you have a people skill. People are the one make you and break you. I tell people that money don't make company. Mm-hmm. People make company. So you got to take care of people. I'm not in chicken business per se. You know, I'm in a people business. I don't buy chicken, I don't cut chicken, I don't fry chicken, I don't sell chicken, I don't do anything with it. It's the people do it for me. I have to take care of those people.
You told me that the people who try to interview and try to get your job, who promoted you, they were working for you later on.
Yeah, well, a lot of people, yes. And one particular gentleman that I mentioned earlier that threw me out of his office, 6 years later I was his boss. And the same
organization.
Well, you know, in America we don't take anything personal.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the business should be taken personal at all.
Okay. What's your secret of success? If you want to tell our audience. कामयाबी की राज जो है आपका क्या है?
Well, business success, first of all, you have to have a knowledge what you do. Then you have to understand what you have. And then you have to have a skill to use it. And that is very important. And the other thing is, for somebody totally rookie, you have to take, I call it you have to do evaluation, take inventory, and then self-disclosure. You have to tell yourself the truth. Nobody knows than you, not even your mother, what you are good at, what you're not, because it belongs to you and between your ears. Mm-hmm. So if you're honest and sincere with yourself, you disclose to yourself, and then as your self-realization starts.
Mr. Aslam, you already reached on a height, but do you have further to go? And what's your goal?
Well, continue. I have a goal, God willing, in the next few years or soon. If nothing happens with the economy, and a turnaround, we'll be $1 billion company. And
you are not a public right now.
no, and I have no attention because public, they tight your hands up. You have too many reporting, you're not working. You have become a reporter.
And I heard that you've been interviewed by several newspaper, magazines,
Oh, a lot of them.
radio, and television.
Yes, yes. Radio, television, the trade magazine, Franchise Time,
Mm-hmm.
even Wall Street, the Dallas Morning News, the Star Telegram.
Okay. I heard that you're also doing a lot of lecturing you're teaching how to run the business.
Young people, yeah, I do. I am not only young, even old, forget what they do. So I started this about 5 years ago. I have a goal that in 20 years from now, when I'm 70 something, I will be teaching because I produce a lot of energy. And energy is, if you don't channel it, it turns on you. That's why they say a lot of smart people destroy themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because now they have a habit of producing a lot of energy and they don't channel it. So if you don't channel your energy, you end up working against you.
Against you.
Yeah. So
what you teach actually when you go, let's say, I heard that you taught 5,000 real estate agents and fantastic SAMs and what kind of...
and a lot of other conventions I do.
What do you really actually, what's the nature of education?
Well, mostly about business, but every audience has its own need, and I've figured it out, ask whoever is in charge, what do you really want me to talk about. So most of the time we talk about restaurant business, but if it's not restaurant, I get to know, because all businesses have a same kind of platform.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cost of goods sold, labor, taxes, real estate taxes and other. So at the end of the day, you should be good in math to calculate for them what work or not. But I inspire a lot of 1, 2, 3 unit people. Mm-hmm. And I was in one of the convention, and gentlemen would keep on looking at me, and I thought, wonder what happened. When I finished, he came to shake hand, and he said, he had a tear in his eyes. He said, you taught me some formula in one of the lecture, and now I have a 7 pieces restaurant. I didn't know how to grow at that time.
Excellent. Mr. Aslam, I think you're doing wonderful, and we're all proud of your success, your achievements, from rock bottom to the top of the mountains. And I hope that you will reach your goal to make your company $1 billion company.
Well, thank you. From your mouth to God's ears, it can be done.
Do you watch Safira Pakistan?
I know, and I read a lot about you, and I think it's an excellent program that it creates a community awareness. If there was no Safira Pakistan, I wouldn't be exposed to you guys, to the audience, your audience, Gio's audience, and I wouldn't be inspired. I might be able to inspire hundreds of people that are interested in businesses, so I can put them in the businesses, bring them here, train them, teach them, send them back, put the restaurant there in our country.
Excellent.
And that's the only medium, and thank you for that.
No problem. Do you have any exclusive message to the audience today?
Well, I am a living proof of, if you have a right heart and mind, you could achieve anything. Do not let your past come in your way, because future is very bright for those that seek it. So I was there to seek that, and thank God and thank the United States. I always say God bless America that I was there and was able to do what I have done. So.
Okay. I'm really very proud of you, and here I'm going to close with these words. कि कहते हैं कि इरादे हो मुस्तहकम, अगर आपके इरादे मुस्तहकम हैं और आप अल्लाह से लगाते हैं और आप ऑनेस्ट हैं और मेहनती हैं, तो मैं समझता हूँ कि आपकी राह में तमाम रुकावटें जो हैं वो दूर सकती हैं. और आपके सामने असलम खान साहब एक बहुत ही जिंदा मिसाल है कि इनका ताल्लुक एक ऐसे इलाके से है जहाँ पे ना स्कूल थे ना सड़कें थी. ये मीलों पैदल चल के स्कूल जाते थे और अपनी तालीम मुकम्मल की, भट्टे में काम किया, बेकरी में काम किया, और यहाँ के उन्होंने बर्तन धोए रेस्टोरेंट के अंदर, लेकिन आज देखें कहाँ है। तो हमें किसी भी चीज़ में प्राउड नहीं करना चाहिए, हमें अपनी बेइज्जती महसूस नहीं करना चाहिए कोई छोटा काम करते हुए, लेकिन आज का छोटा काम कल का बड़ा काम हो सकता है। नाज़रीन, इसके साथ ही आपका मेज़बान असलम खान डैलस से जा चाहेगा। और जनाब, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू सो मच प्रोफेसर।
पाकिस्तानी इंडियंस और बांग्लादेशी बहन भाइयों का डेरा, आप हमारे यहाँ तशरीफ लाइए। हर किस्म के बारबेक्यू और दूसरे खानों से लुत्फ अंदोज होइए। शुक्रिया।
नाज़रीन, तो वक्त हुआ आपके मशहूर सेगमेंट लोकल ग्लोबल। ऑफ कोर्स लोकल ग्लोबल में खबरें होती हैं, कभी बैरून ममालिक से, कभी लोकल से, कभी आपकी खबरें कम्युनिटी की, ये सब कुछ मिला के बनता है लोकल ग्लोबल। अगर आप समझते हैं कि आपकी भी कोई न्यूज़ है, सेंड योर वीडियो रिपोर्ट्स, ईमेल अस, ताकि उसको भी हम प्रोग्राम का हिस्सा बनाएं। आइए देखते हैं लोकल ग्लोबल। टेक्सास के शहर डैलस में सफीर पाकिस्तान की नुमाइंदगान अंजुम अनवर और नाहिद राहील पेश थीं। एक शानदार और खूबसूरत तकरीब का एहतमाम किया, जिसका मकसद पाकिस्तान में दहशतगर्दी और होने वाली तबाही से लोगों को आगाह करना था, जिसमें सफीर पाकिस्तान पेश है। इस तकरीब में डैलस के मुख्तदर और मोहब्बल वतन लोगों ने शिरकत की और उसको कामयाबी से हमकिनार किया। इस मौके पे अशया भी दिया गया और उस्ताद गुलाम फरीद निज़ामी और उनके साहबजादे ने खूबसूरत मौसीकी का मुजाहरा किया। ये तकरीबन डॉक्टर आरिफ जमाल और अंबर जमाल के ताउन से उनकी खूबसूरत रिहाइशगाह पर मुनक्कद हुई। तकरीब में मरकजी किरदार जनाब मोहम्मद यूनुस, सदर यूनाइटेड सेंट्रल बैंक, असलम खान, चेयरमैन एंड CEO फाल्कन होल्डिंग, बरकत बसेरिया ने अदा किया। इस तकरीब को चार चांद लगाने में अंजुम अनवर और नाहिद राहील ने कलीदी किरदार अदा किया। नाज़रीन, शहर में दो बड़े शोज़ हो रहे हैं। ऑफ कोर्स एक शो हो रहा है ईद फेस्टिवल के सिलसिले में, और जिसको कोऑर्डिनेट कर रही हैं हमारी रिफत महमूद साहिबा, हमारी कौंसल जनरल, और वो इसमें पेश है। और ये 12 नवंबर को फेस्टिवल हो रहा है, ईद का फेस्टिवल है, जिसमें बूथ लगेंगे, एंटरटेनमेंट का प्रोग्राम होगा, और इसको कोऑर्डिनेट किया है उनके साथ पाकिस्तान लिंक की कोशिश है, उन्होंने इसका आगाज़ किया था। और मैं बताता चलूँ कि हमारे दोस्त, अजीज़ तरीन दोस्त जनाब आरिफ मंसूरी साहब का हाल ही में ओपन हार्ट सर्जरी हुई है, तो वो घर पे आराम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन इनकी एक काविश थी और कोशिश थी कि ये प्रोग्राम हो, तो इसको हम कैरी ऑन कर रहे हैं। तो आपसे गुजारिश है कि 12 नवंबर को इस प्रोग्राम को भरपूर तरीके से कामयाब बना के उसको कामयाबी से हम किनार करें, ताकि पता चले कि हम सब यूनाइटेड हैं। इसके अलावा ऑफ कोर्स JFK रियल्टी एंड दारा खान बड़े ज़ोर शोर से एक प्रोग्राम ला रहे हैं, उमर शरीफ शो। उसका नाम है हाजिर हो। उमर शरीफ की शख्सियत किसी भी तारुफ की मोहताज नहीं है, इज़ ए लिविंग लेजेंड। ग्रेट प्रोग्राम होगा, जॉर्डन हाई स्कूल में इसकी तैयारी हो रही है। ऑफ कोर्स इस मौके पे ईद बाज़ार भी है, बूथ भी लग रहे हैं, तो आप JFK रियल्टी, दारा खान और आबिदा से ज़रूर रब्ता कायम करें ताकि आप इस प्रोग्राम का हिस्सा बन सकें। नाज़रीन भूलिए मत, ये दोनों शो को आपने कामयाब करना है। पाकिस्तान में यूँ तो बहुत से NGOs और रिफाई फलाई अदारे अपना अपना काम अंजाम दे रहे हैं, लेकिन दिल वो वाहिद अदारा है जो पाकिस्तान में ख़वातीन और बच्चों की तालीम और तरबियत पर तवज्जो मरकूज किए हुए है। अगर देखा जाए तो माँ की गोद ही पहला मदरसा होता है, वहाँ से एक बच्चे की तामीर का आगाज होता है। दिल की तमाम चैप्टर जहाँ जहाँ भी हैं बेकरार खिदमत अंजाम दे रहे हैं, और पाकिस्तान के हर सूबे में स्कूल कायम किए जा रहे हैं, या फिर वो स्कूल जो फेल हो रहे हैं उनको अपना के रमा दवा किया जा रहा है। आज लॉस एंजलिस में सेंट डिजिस के अंदर होने वाली तकरीब का मकसद ज्यादा से ज्यादा फंड इकट्ठा करके पाकिस्तान में उजालों को जन्म दिया जाएगा और तारीकी से निजात दिलाई जाएगी। मेरा मकसद इल्म का उजाला है, जिसमें दिल ने बहुत काम किया है। आगे बढ़िए, मदद कीजिए, मदद के सिवा कुछ काम नहीं हो सकता। आपकी छोटी सी मदद कल के बेहतर और रोशन पाकिस्तान की जमानत होगी।
In rural Pakistan, our Dil schools are bringing hope and opportunity to underprivileged Pakistani children. We at Dil believe that no Pakistani child should be denied a high-quality education and that they should have equal opportunity to achieve their full potential. Dil has been building model schools for 13 years. Today, we have a total of 150 schools with over 16,000 students attending. Sindh, Balochistan, Punjab, and the Northwest Frontier Province. Our Dil schools are practically in every region of Pakistan.
Our main aim is to come up with a system that is not only providing quality education but also meeting the needs of the child to be able to develop in every way, to be able to reach its full potential, which requires a very confident child, which requires a child who believes in himself, who has an inquiring mind. So those are the things we want to instill in our students.
According to UNESCO, the literacy rate in rural Pakistan is merely 26%, and only 14% of all girls know how to read and write. Pakistan has the third highest out-of-school children in the world. Even the limited funds allocated by the government for education are not properly used. In many areas, there are ghost schools. These are empty schools that exist only on paper, and sometimes serve as livestock sheds. Because of lack of education, there are fewer economic opportunities. 65% of Pakistanis live on under $2 a day. Dil is the only school in the village that has made her dream possible. All our schools are student-centered with a student-teacher ratio of 24:1. We use technology and media for curriculum enhancement. To ensure quality, we train our teachers in student-centered teaching methods, and we develop curriculum enhancement tools and materials that prepare students for future success. We encourage our students to participate in extracurricular activities that help to build self-confidence and improve vital social skills. Education is the key to a more peaceful and prosperous Pakistan. We urgently need your help to bring continued hope and opportunity to underprivileged Pakistani children, and we extend our deepest appreciation for your generous support. Please donate to DIL by visiting our website, www.dil.org.
नाज़रीन, तो आप देख रहे थे अपना पसंदीदा प्रोग्राम सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान। इसके साथ ही आपका मेज़बान वकील खान आपसे जा जाएगा। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़। पाकिस्तान पाइंदाबाद।